Oh shoot. Continue. Doesn't matter which one. No. But let's choose this one just because. Oh, my mic is a little messed up. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Oopsies. My mic was messed up. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I think that was, the other game. The first judgment. I had to do that for. Better go to Twitch. 1 second. There we go. Now, stream manager. Okay. I can't sit down my phone. I don't know why. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it was, yeah, it was that was like that. Where it goes switch the control.
That's data.
Yeah, I don't know why it ended there. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm going for that gold coin again. Oh, I missed. Oh god, how did I press the PlayStation button? Freaking Christ, I hate that it's in the middle of the controller. So I accidentally pressed it. Do I have to go to the school? I'll just see. Yeah, I don't know where this is. It must be at this school. Oh, head to Camarote. Oh, yeah. God damn it. Oh, yeah, so that. God, this freaking hard. Yeah, that's why it was in front of the tax. Because I had to go to camera options. Ow. My nose. It's kinda itchy too hard. I think I'm gonna have, maybe? Yeah, because it rattles too much, I'm gonna fix my mic so it's more secure.
What's up, Kaito-san? Something wrong?
Call me crazy, but doesn't the city seem noisier to you?
What the hell? Kaito senses tingling or something?
Maybe they are. Well, no point trying to explain shit that doesn't make sense.
There you
Anyway,
go.
I need to go talk to Sari-san before the interview.
The mic is secure better now. It's just had to straighten it a bit weirdly.
Let's hit it.
And it was good. Oh.
Hold on a minute, Todd.
What?
I'm noticing a lot more punks scurrying around than normal. Something's up.
Really? Huh. Maybe so.
Hey, don't I know you two? You're detectives around here, ain't you?
Yeah, so what?
You ever seen this guy before? A few years ago, he was the manager at some girls' bar nearby.
You really need all these meatheads just to find one dude? Must be one slippery eel.
Damn right he is. Now, do you know him or not?
I'm thinking. Out of curiosity, what's a guy doing running a girls' bar?
I don't think he actually ran the floor or anything. All I care about is him up and vanishing out of nowhere.
So he's a missing person? Since when?
5 years ago.
I mean, disappearing from Kamurocho isn't that uncommon. 5 years? What do you really expect to find?
Your guy have a name? And who gave the order to find him?
Trying to be cute? We're the ones asking the questions here. Don't fuck with us.
Who's fucking with who, asshole? You want to ask questions. You're
Yeah, I
gonna have to
could
ask
probably.
nice.
Yeah, I could wait up.
Nice or not, information has a price.
Longer.
It's our bread and butter. So we don't give handouts.
Until 5 is $20.
How'd I butter your brains on the sidewalk?
Sure, it's
Straight to
just
throwing
a
punches, huh?
$15
Even the
difference.
Yakuza treated people better than that.
Fuck off!
And yeah, I don't mind paying that at all. $15 difference. Why was I blocking that buddy asshole punching me? My friend did. He knocked me down. Stepping on his face. Well, I beat him up, so I might as well step on his face again.
That all you guys got? Kamurocho used to be tough. Look at these punks.
Oh no.
Kaito-san.
Huh? It's Akatsu.
Who is
First
that?
name Daimyo.
You know him?
Former Tojo clan guy, ex-Yakuza.
Ex-Yakuza? Well, if you say so.
Yagami Detective
Why is
Agency.
this guy
Maybe I ought to
freaking
just hire you guys for this. We're looking
out?
for a guy.
Because it's
You heard,
showing
didn't you?
a TV screen or whatever.
This guy you're after.
I thought
he was
this
some
guy
kind of girls'
was
bar manager here in
flickering.
town. I take it this manhunt is your idea?
Nah. Soma's taking point on this one. Came from one of his connections. There's gonna be a big pile of cash in it for whoever finds him. Practically all of Kamurocho's in on this race.
And Soma is?
He's the
He
one in
gets
charge
an
of the arcade
asshole
gang.
haircut.
Of course, he's former Tojo clan too. First name Kazuki.
That's crazy. Did the whole Tojo clan join this thing?
Kaito would know all about all the
no,
bullshit
the
rules it takes to
asshole
keep the
haircut,
Yakuza
the
running.
asshole
They'll
dye
take their cut
job.
from you and call it the honorable thing to do in the same damn breath.
It's dark
Like
underneath
Kaito.
what's
In this
like
new
this
age, wouldn't you be
bright
better off joining
freaking
us?
red.
You guys are too small time to pull that shit on me.
You know what else, though? In the Yakuza, if your boys went down, it was on you to get revenge for them. I don't give two shits about
I
that
don't
these
know.
days. I would say,
I
if there's someone
may be
disrespecting you,
colorblind.
you might as well go get the jump on them.
No, I don't know
would
what
walk right
color
out,
that
man.
is.
Stick 'em in the gut. You wouldn't even see it coming, detective. Yeah. So don't go disrespecting me.
Maybe orange, actually.
There won't be a warning next time.
Okay. Akatsu, you said?
I don't know why it was.
Did he get
hung
very
up
far in
on
the
that,
Tojo clan?
But God, that haircut.
He may have had the
is
potential,
so
but he
douchey.
never got to make anything of it. The whole thing came crashing
that
down before he
dye
got his
job,
time
I
in the
should
sun. Soma's the same way, actually. They both tried to climb up the Yakuza ranks, but then the families disbanded. And by the time that happened, all the pawns were cleared off the board. So, now they're ex-Yakuza in the win. And along comes this gang without all the rules and systems they were dealing with. You end up with
Yeah, do
Arcade,
you
a network of
think
thugs.
higher up is in the
Arcade?
Yakuza
What does
purposely
the
make
acronym
their
stand
hair
for?
look douchey?
Who the hell
Or
knows?
someone
After the
to
Yakuza,
comment
I guess they
about
wanted
it
to sound
and
more
beat the
Western.
crap out of
They
it.
think they can replace the Tojo clan. Those are pretty big shoes to fill.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say they've been discriminating. Civilian punks who want quick cash are easy recruits. RK's happy to scoop them up. Next thing you know, you've got an asshole army.
That's unfortunate, but speaking of the Tojo clan, have you talked to Higashi lately?
Yeah. As far as ex-Tojo clan guys go, he's one of the good ones. The family left him in charge of that arcade, and now that they're gone, he's basically the owner. I heard he even gave some of the younger family guys jobs. If you get a chance, you ought to show up there every once in a while.
Nah, Higashi. I am the last person in the world that guy wants to see.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but
What is it?
I do think that could be a thing. Oh. Where's the tracker? Not the tracker. Is it one of these? I actually don't remember. Yeah, I don't know which I kind of do. It's not that one, it's this one. And then I have no clue.
Good boy.
Who's a good boy?
There you are.
Where is he taking me?
Good talk. There.
What is that?
Very good dog. Attaboy.
So he just fine freaking. That's weird. I don't know what the dog does. I think he really only works in that other place. I forget what it's called, Ijuku or something. God damn. Oh, come on.
What is it? Right there, mechanic. How dare you? Oh shoot, was like a special enemy?
I didn't know that. God damn it. If I knew that, I would have, freaking used Alpha. That's your own god. Yeah, you yeah, I don't know if that was an enemy guy, but a game like extra stuff. Okay. Freaking back is hell. I don't know why it was so god-awful.
Oh, sorry, son. Yagami-san made it.
Sorry for the wait. I ran into some typical nonsense. We good to go?
I've been good to go for a while. Ehara's waiting, and so are the answers. First thing we'll want to try to get is how involved he was in Mikoshiba's murder.
From the way it's been so far, I doubt he'll be eager to tell you.
If he won't open up, we'll have to play the trump card. Yagami-san. Ehara won't know what hit him.
I don't mind being the ace in the hole.
Are you and your ego ready then, Yagami-san?
Well, this ain't my department. Fill me in back at the office, okay? I might even tidy the place up a bit if you're lucky. Lots of open bottles to polish off.
Oh god damn.
Oh, we're going?
Yes. 1 second, freaking Jesus.
Don't think you can strong-arm
Why
Ehara into
you
confessing.
bully people so much?
The guy's a tough nut to crack.
Okay, you've got to tax wrong. Go to somewhere, be a taxi. does she actually run? And not really actually.
Oh, I thought you'd lost already. So, what more can my lawyers want from me here?
Well, normally I would say the same. However, a corpse turned up as you said it would. It turns out you have a penchant for prophecy, Ihara-san.
Prophecy, huh? Kinda dramatic. No Hoshino today? Did you fire the poor guy?
Yagami's my name, sir. In a past life, I used to work with Kenda and Saori-san. But today, I'm at Serio High School in a contract advisory role for one of their clubs.
Serio High School?
It's the same school Toshiro-kun went to 4 years ago. You'd know it. I happened to be out there working a separate case. But that was when Shirosake-sensei called, so that's why I'm here.
Well, well. Okay. Why are you here, then?
That'd be obvious at this point, I'd think. As you know, Mikoshiba turned up as you said. His body was found in a warehouse. The question is, why did you know that well enough to proclaim it in court?
You might say it was a miracle. I wished hard enough for it to come true, and suddenly it did.
Care to tell us why you'd wish for a miracle like that?
Do you really need me to explain why?
Mikoshiba, you blame him for Toshiro-kun's death, don't you?
I do.
Even though when you took the school to court, no evidence turned up. A third-party investigation found no bullying occurred, didn't it?
At school, Mikoshiba tortured my son. He would beat him up, and then he'd demand all his money. That damn kid was a star student with high grades. My son's own class wouldn't stand up to him. To avoid being beaten, Toshiro used to. He'd steal money from me or his mother to make sure he could pay Mikoshiba off.
Ihara-san, you seem to know a lot about what happened to your son. Do you have any proof?
Would I have lost if I did? That school can rot in hell for all I care. Speaking of, you know what I'm convicted for. It was being a pervert. I admit to everything. I groped a businesswoman's ass in plain sight on a full train. There's no way I'm fighting for an appeal. So as for my defense, I'm in no need of lawyers anymore.
Ihara-san, just a second.
Why would I give you that?
Yagami-san?
Hiro Mikoshiba died in a lot of pain. His final moments were truly horrific. The last thing he felt must have been fear. After slitting his throat, his body was left to rot.
Doesn't that sound great?
So, yeah, that's weird.
Take a look at this.
Oh, Mikoshiba. Looks like he's seen better days. Where'd you get the photo?
From a teacher at Serio High. But where she got it is the interesting part. A strange woman gave it to her, said to stay away from the Mikoshiba case. You remember Sawa-sensei, yes? She transferred to Serio 4 years ago, not long before your son passed away.
Yeah, not a face I'd soon forget. She told the whole court he was never bullied.
True. She did say that.
And it's not just her I detest. The administrators, the lawyers. Felt like choking the life right out of them. But if anyone needed to pay, it was Mikoshiba. He got what he deserved. It's nothing short of insane that they were just gonna let him get a teaching credential. It all comes back to a flawed and broken system of laws that has no business calling itself justice.
And it was you, wasn't it?
You orchestrated every aspect of how Mikoshiba would die. But you didn't act alone. Who are the people behind it? How'd you convince them to kill a man?
That's a good one. You, my friend, are way off.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, weirdly enough, I don't know why. It's not that I was against it. It's just... I thought, like getting the PS4 and PS5 version would be like whatever. Because I didn't know
the way that interview went,
the trophies
definitely
for PS4 and PS5 version of the game.
With no leads to follow.
If it's crossed by for some reason, I thought you didn't. It's like, why do I think that
could possibly link Ihara to those men?
Because
damn
yeah, it's basically
I was so close too.
By.
To think they're still somewhere in Ijincho. I need to find them before the
you
trail
get
goes
two
cold.
versions of the
So
game.
you're heading back to Yokohama?
Not tonight. Kaito's waiting for me in the office. I'll be in town for now.
And just upgrade
if anything changes, I'll contact one of you.
No, it's the native PS5 version. I don't know why I thought it was something else. I don't know, I was thinking about the trophies before. Yeah, but this way is better. Okay. Yeah, people are allowed to be wrong. Maybe it's, yes, it's kind of stupid, but people are allowed to be wrong.
Kaito-san, I'm back. Kaito-san?
Hey,
but yeah, I didn't know it was
Tsukumo?
going to be like that.
It wasn't
I
that
thought
long
it
ago.
was just
It's something you gotta
an
see, though.
What is it?
version.
Something happened?
It's the murder footage.
It's like, really?
Mikoshiba's murder ended up on the internet. It's going viral on all the social media sites.
And we were paying, I thought, oh, and you're paying extra for that? Like, no.
You want? I didn't know he'd do it. I swear.
But the longer it went on, the more clear it got. Like, knowing they're getting two versions of the game
I swear I'll try to make it up to him
for
somehow.
one price. Why did he do that?
Ihara has an alibi for this, doesn't he? They already found him guilty, and that's the whole reason he couldn't have killed Mikoshiba, right?
Now
but if that's the case, what the hell is this?
Go to jail for that.
One way or another. Either this thing is staged, or his entire alibi was a massive cover-up.
Unless
they can't
he
both
had
be true.
another mask on.
There's something I just can't shake.
Under the
If
helmet.
you want my opinion on it, this looks real.
I need to have another chat with O'Hara. Damn it. I'm not gonna let him get away with this.
Yeah, I don't understand. But I guess leave it to me to not understand what the hell's going on.
A train groping and a murder seem to occur simultaneously. Yagami relentlessly pursues these cases, attempting to poke holes in each. After confronting Akihiro Ehara, the key figure in both crimes, he witnesses a harrowing video that provides more questions than answers. In it, a bound man pleads for his life, but his attacker, bound by vengeance, snuffs it out.
So, yeah. We're finally at the next chapter though.
So the murder footage is already making the rounds online. I don't think it's showing up on TV though.
Yeah, the net's a mess right now. It's all unsubstantiated rumors and unverified sources. Typical, really. An ex-cop going from by-the-book sex offender to vigilante avenger overnight is prime forum drama. Sentiment seems to be swinging in favor of Ehara, but there's plenty of folks on the fence about it too. The reactions have been all over the board.
Do we know if that video is authentic? I mean, CG has come a long way, right?
Oh, or perhaps a deep fake. That is plausible. AI has reached the point where it can generate pretty convincing facsimiles. Someone even made a video that made it look like the US president was saying a bunch of crazy stuff. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Deep fakes are only getting more authentic looking.
Can't guys like you tell if a video is fake or not, though? Aren't there any signs?
Oh, there are several telltale signs of a video being doctored. So I ran every check I could think of on the murder footage. And wouldn't you know it, nothing came up. Most likely, we're looking at the real deal.
That's cool.
Most
but
likely.
It's not like it's the end
well, no
of
one
the
can claim with
world.
absolute certainty that it wasn't altered in some way.
If,
which means it's not substantial enough to prove Ehara's guilt. At least not in a court of law.
I mean,
gotcha.
A free upgrade.
Do you know when and where the footage was uploaded?
It was posted sometime last night, but the source is too hard to pin down. The uploaders spread it across multiple servers overseas.
It's
in a well-concerted effort to hide their tracks.
Makes sense. But I'll bet it ultimately came from Mikoshiba's killers, no matter how real or fake it is.
How do you figure?
Think about it. No one could have staged that unless they knew the specifics of how Mikoshiba was killed. From how he was positioned to little things like the blood on the ground, every last detail was just as the detectives described it.
That's a good point. All this browsing's really taken a toll on the old pinky.
Yeah, that was my bad. I thought today was Sunday, not Monday. Oops. Oh well.
Looks like another visit to Ehara might clear things up. You should ask Shirosaki-sensei about it.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
But I'm playing. I will probably play a long thing today because tomorrow I'm going somewhere and probably won't do a long thing.
Let me get this straight. Ehara went and felt a lady up on the day Mikoshiba got killed on purpose? If that's the case, Why the hell would he upload a murder confession after the fact? Is he trying to get caught?
Only Ahara could answer that one for you. I want to ask him that question myself.
So, we're off to see Saori-san then? Let's hit it.
Yeah, I actually don't know. I think I'll do some more research with EDF5 because I don't know if I will get it, but I don't think I will because I just finished EDF 4.1 and I still now I need to freaking beat it again with the wing diver class, and then I need to beat it again with Air Force class, Air Raider class, then I need to beat it again with that Iron Fortress class or whatever. Well,
what a waste.
Let's roll, Tom.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, I still don't know how to transfer my save.
Hold the door, please.
Huh?
I'll do that quickly.
You're here?
It's been too damn long, Mafia-chan.
Yeah. By any chance, Yagami-kun, are you working on a case for
Like
Saori?
I don't see.
A video got leaked. It depicted a man committing a murder.
A freaking thing. Like I don't see a freaking save transfer thing.
Are you here about the Ahara case too?
Of course. The prosecutor's office is in total chaos right now, especially the higher-ups.
I'll bet. After all, they're the ones who pushed for Ahara's battery conviction.
Yeah.
If that video is real, that would mean Ahara got them to hand him a slap on the wrist instead of a murder conviction.
Yes. And it's not like the prosecution can say, "Sorry, Your Honor, we'd like a do-over," after the fact. To make matters worse, everything leading up to the trial was broadcast all over the news. Changing our tune now would undermine public trust.
That's for sure.
So, for the time being, our department is trying to predict how the defense will approach the situation. Hence why they sent me here to check in on my good friend Saori. Totally no strings attached.
Well, that clears up a lot.
There you kids are. Figured you had to show up sometime.
Mafiu? You're caught up in this too?
Yeah, she ran into us downstairs.
I'm sure you can work out that I am here to spy on you. But wouldn't you like to know what we're up to as well?
Are you sure that's your only motive coming here?
Sorry?
Something like a professional excuse to see Yagami-san?
In your dreams? I had no idea Yagami-kun was involved until just now.
All right. I'll accept that. For now.
Gotta say, I miss this little banter.
So it is through PlayStation Plus. So...
Stop it! Stop it! Stop
yeah,
it! Stop it!
That's what I was saying before. I would
Needless to say, our office is going through this footage with a fine-tooth comb. That said, they've already determined their stance.
They've
deemed it an unreliable source and therefore useless as evidence. Basically, they want it to look like it was considered and already thrown out.
And yeah, they seem like
they're not going to verify the video? Not even question Ahara about Mikoshiba? Nothing?
Nope. Not after it was proven in court that Ahara committed sexual battery on October 7th. I mean, wouldn't you say a conviction has a certain finality to it? Besides, there's no way Ahara could have murdered Mikoshiba within that limited time span.
Right.
Which means the murder video doesn't really add up, does it?
What are you getting at?
I'm saying... the prosecution believes the video has been falsified. Special effects, CGI, whatever it is, we're not buying it.
Huh.
Furthermore, the prosecutor pushing that stance was the one who handled Ahara's trial.
And that is?
His name is Sadao Takano. He was the one gunning the hardest for Ahara the first time around, especially considering his officer status. He kept insisting justice be served, which got the public behind him rather quickly.
He certainly looked the part of the people's prosecutor, grilling Ahara in court.
So what you're saying is, Takano could never accept anything but Ahara's original sentence. Since this footage of the murder contradicts that finding, he just thinks it's a sham.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like that smart.
But a fair trial's results can't be challenged by some video on the internet.
Well, who could honestly trust a system that changes its mind so easily? Both the prosecutor's office and the court are beholden to the case as Takano-kun presented it.
But that's just sweeping the issue under the rug.
It has a domino effect, too.
Well, if you don't
the police
care
are beholden
about
to the verdict we got, so their hands are tied. This applies to both Tokyo and Konoha.
Really? Why's that?
Supposedly, they don't want to get involved with Ehara until they're sure the video is real. They come in with a list of questions about the murder. It'll show that doubt's being cast on the original
Xbox One version on
but no one can prove that the video's real.
That's kind of
right. There's no way to verify the legitimacy of an untraceable video. But if the police aren't allowed to see Ehara, he'll never even become a suspect in the murder. That means he's untouchable.
What I cared about.
Exactly. None of the detectives are happy about that. Especially down in Kanagawa. Their job is to bring in a suspect, but their leads are all ending up at the same dead end.
Until recently, people were lining up to bring Ahara to justice. Yet somehow his involvement in a murder totally derailed that.
Don't be so surprised. No cop would ever want to undermine a ruling based on their own findings. Anyone who wants to go against the grain's gonna need hard evidence on their side.
So the case goes cold, all to save face for the court and the prosecution. If Ahara really did commit murder, it'll have been the perfect crime. This debacle only serves as proof.
True. It would turn the trial into a farce. There's no way we're letting this go.
But wouldn't challenging this mean going up against the entire system?
Yeah. That scare ya?
Not at all. In fact, I was just thinking, we're the only ones who could take a case like this.
That's the good shit, kid.
This whole time we've been writing about Ahara's convicted sexual predator.
Automatic
But it's looking more and more likely the court played right into his hand.
Data.
As for me, I'm done being played for a fool.
Then you've heard what I came to say. And with that, I will be on my way. But if you need help...
Well, the automatic upload I don't mind, but...
Thanks.
That did clear up a lot.
Being that you can't download the data from...
Man, was Mafuyu-chan cuter than ever, or what? Think maybe it's time to light that flame again.
Download the data.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not like that.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that automatic updating thing is stupid.
Yagami-san, we should go see Ihara as soon as possible.
Because if
I wonder what he'll have to say about the video.
Download the save data that was previously already uploaded to the cloud, it was like there's absolutely now, no point.
A looker like her, I bet criminals line up for their day in court.
I just completely gloss over that fact. Yeah, doing it manually is way better.
Anyway, what I'd like to do is ask Ihara about that video face to face.
For
any chance we could see him
reason, you
I was actually
want
about to suggest that.
Back to a previous safe state. You know,
it's from Ihara's prison.
But you can't do that with Xbox.
Hello? Yes, this is Shirosaki. Yes, I can talk.
Like a USB.
Why would they call us directly?
The save onto.
Understood. I appreciate the candor.
Save it somewhere else, so
that was one of the prison wardens.
Safe.
He was asked to convey a message from Ihara.
Get overwritten by.
In short, he won't be speaking with his representation any further.
You're joking.
It's so
to be
weird,
more specific,
actually.
He said he's not taking any more questions. It seems he fully grasps the situation, even in custody.
How is that even possible?
I'm guessing the murder footage that was uploaded yesterday was also planned out in advance.
Yes,
that
like
or Ihara's conspirators have to be filling him in. How else could he predict we try to see him again so soon?
I can see either of those scenarios making sense.
But only someone on the force could be leaking insider information to him like that.
This shit's turning into a full-blown conspiracy, eh, Doc?
I won't say
whatever it is, screwing up our plans.
Yeah, the timing couldn't have been worse.
Sure, it's
now what are we supposed to do?
Little bit more complicated.
There are plenty of leads that don't involve grilling the culprit.
Yeah?
Really
I'd like to hear them.
Well, if it were me, I'd start with Saori-kun.
Okay.
The first thing I want to learn is whether Ihara is really the murderer in this footage. Given the entire sexual battery incident as an alibi, there is no way he could have murdered Mikoshiba. However, this new footage knocks the bottom out of that premise.
It's like he choose either
his alibi or the murder footage. One of the two's been fabricated.
And there you go. Like, was that really so hard?
Well, hold on. What if they're both real?
Both his alibi and the video? In that case, let's start with the murder.
But
after committing the murder in Ijincho, Ihara would have had 13 minutes to make it to Ikebukuro Station.
Ijincho and Ikebukuro are roughly 30 kilometers apart.
A little more stupid.
It's possible if he traveled 140 kilometers an hour.
Because you didn't always know
Ihara would have had to change out of his bloody clothes. So we probably ought to shave those 13 minutes down. On top of that, he was traveling during rush hour.
I don't know.
It just doesn't seem feasible.
I don't know.
Okay, then let's rule that out. I'd say we're making some progress here, guys.
I didn't get the PS4.
You're really reaching for that silver lining, aren't you?
So I don't know.
I think we should revisit the harassment case. When the sentence came down in court, no one expected it to end up as a murder alibi. Plus, everyone suspected Ihara was working alone. He may have not been. All this makes a huge difference. No one would suspect a train groping to involve accomplices or alibis. the search for evidence wouldn't be as intense as for a murder.
But the entire incident was caught on camera, top to bottom. There's more than enough physical evidence, too.
Then we'll need to verify each and every aspect of the case.
Okay, what first? Should we investigate the crime scene again?
So,
Maybe we'll discover something new if we check out the station during the crime's actual time frame.
No, I think we saw everything we could there. Actually, if we're reviewing evidence, we could do that from right here, couldn't we?
What catches your eye?
Yeah, I didn't get a
I asked because fabricated evidence would likely show signs of tampering. This would prove Ehara's alibi doesn't hold up.
If you have used a PS4 controller on a PS4 game or not.
This part's still getting to me.
When you're on the PS5.
The security footage of Shinjuku Station. We see Ehara pinned down here. The train arriving in the shot there pulled into Shinjuku Station at 9:12 a.m.
What happened to Ehara after he was caught?
Station police restrained him upon arrival, then conducted a trace element inspection. This is where following proper procedure really paid off. Within a relatively short time, they detected fibers on Ehara that matched the victim's underwear.
Got it.
Honestly, everything about this part adds up to me.
Yeah, same here. This part's still getting to me.
This is one of the eyewitness videos recorded at the crime scene. This is the biggest one, at least in terms of what's been aired on television.
Okay, but just to ask, do we know anything about who was behind the camera?
He's a male restaurant worker who was commuting at the time of the incident.
His video lines up with everything the station's security cameras caught as well.
So, no issues there.
God damn.
This part's still getting to me.
The trace fibers detected on Ehara match the fibers of the victim's underwear. This makes for essentially conclusive evidence in a battery case.
And there's no way he just bumped into her or something, right?
The victim wore a knee-length skirt, so the assailant had to expend considerable effort to reach her undergarments. That's not bumping into someone, Yagami-san. The victim reported feeling physical contact right as the train began moving. She said she spent her 6-minute ride to Shinjuku in shock and revulsion.
Could you describe the victim for me?
She's an office worker married to an industrial designer. Also has a 6-year-old son. Full name, Yui Mamiya, 30 years old.
A wife and mother.
Perhaps if we talk to Mamiya-san directly, she could give us more insight than that video. She may even recall something none of us know, upon learning Ehara's alibi might have been fabricated.
That's a good plan. We'll finally have a fresh source of info.
In that case, give me a moment so I can get a meeting set up. We should have her address and other information somewhere on file. Bear in mind, Mamiya-san was the victim here. As the assailant's defense, I doubt we'll get a warm welcome.
That's pretty standard for us, I'd say. Nobody rolls out the red carpet for a detective, right?
Yeah. Say, Kaito-san, it looks like we've got some free time, so let's say we grab some food.
Now that you mention it, I am getting hungry.
Oh no.
You think they want something?
Are
Bet
those
it's not a friendly hello.
Guys from before?
They do look like they mean business.
This Arcade's idea of an ambush? How basic.
Kaito-san, there's more.
Over there, too.
Oh no.
Same losers from yesterday. Yes, they want to settle the score.
Yeah, those are the guys before.
Looks like they rounded up some buddies and waited for us to show.
Well, whatever the hell they want. Let's not get Genda-sensei and them involved. Follow me.
Okay.
Ditching me?
All right, I'm getting fed up with this shit.
Why haven't they made a move yet? It's like they're waiting for something.
Whatever it is, they're taking their sweet-ass time. Hey! Quit dicking around and come get some!
What the hell? They're just gonna keep stalking us?
Nope. Thanks for waiting, assholes!
Shit!
Oh no,
let me guess. You're RK too?
Bastard went straight for our heads. Are you nuts, guy?
Shut your mouth!
DK, what was that? Something like that? Why don't you do it? That's weird. Like it takes you a second for the controls to like register.
That's one down.
Are they? Oh yeah, they're still there.
We're not out of the woods just yet.
Really went all out on the backup. Is the whole town RK now or something?
Doc, we should probably get gone before the cops roll in.
Why? It's not our fault we're getting jumped.
Their plan was to come at us in waves. I've about had it with this crap.
Yeah. At this rate, we won't be meeting Sari-san and the others. Wouldn't want to drag them into this.
Point. So why not hit RK at home?
Yeah?
Why not? Soma and Akutsu are at the top, and they probably remember me. I'll just ask them real nice to keep their goons off our back. Unless you want to keep dealing with these fucking scrubs.
I'm fine with making a house call. Any idea where it is?
Yeah, the club in the back of Theater Square. Used to be RK exclusive. Nowadays, I hear they let in thugs from all over. I admit, I'm kind of curious.
It's like, yeah, freaking most Yakuzas, you could say, are, oh, I didn't know this. Oh, now this is an anime stuff. 87, whatever that is, and 6, whatever that is. I can't read any of that. But are these the same pictures over and over again? Yeah, yeah. That's weird. I think that was... I don't know why
this is it, Todd.
Looked at that.
Get ready to meet some shady people.
But I think that was
yeah, shady is definitely the operative word here.
Can't
imagine this place gets a lot of foot traffic.
Who knew an entrance to the underground was right here in broad daylight?
Eatery there.
Alright, let's get in there and be done with this.
Or that could have been in Yakuza 6.
Hey, who the hell are you two? Got some invitations?
The Yagami Detective Agency doesn't need any. Say, is Akutsu or Soma around?
Yeah,
Detectives,
Yakuza 6.
Their problem here? This is a public business, isn't it?
7.
About time you showed up.
Judgment.
We've been expecting.
Lost Judgment.
Nothing like running into an old
3,
friend.
4, 5.
You want to talk to Akutsu-san, fine.
Because they don't
but only
have
Kaito
those
gets
games.
in.
Why?
See, we all knew the Yakuza out in the cold would come around to us once the Tojo clan cleared out. Know what makes us such a hit?
Who gives a shit?
We got a system fleshed out. Your average gangbanger starts at rank F.
Yeah,
but Yakuza, or Tojo had it that. Fast track right to B rank. And just for you, Kaito-san. The boss says he'll start you out at
that
A.
depends if they allow.
I'm sure you've got your pick of the chumps. But I'm here to talk to a fucking adult.
Play Legend
so get stepping and take me to Akutsu.
Spoken like a man with some balls.
Because I forget which one that was, but they wouldn't.
So I really have to just wait in the lobby?
You should thank your lucky stars you're not dead yet.
Oh, I think
I don't know about this, Kaito-san. What if you need backup?
That doesn't let you do that. You have to start completely.
All I gotta do is talk man to man with
Akutsu,
and we'll be out of here.
You heard the man. Now come on.
And yeah, I think that
it's gonna be that quick. I'll just wait right here.
Do whatever you want.
To me.
You're shit for business.
Ah, come on.
Yeah, I
don't
don't
know
why I didn't finish Kwame 2. But yeah, I'll probably finish it after this, actually, finally. Then I'll...
Hey,
play
think I could use your restroom? There's one inside,
all
right?
the way through.
Go shit on the cement for all I care. Restrooms are for guests only.
I think
you an arcade too?
I
take it business is good lately.
Is because
I played
them too long.
Recruits are swarming in by the dozen. If you're looking for quick cash, come arcade's where it's at.
Yeah,
plenty of hotties too.
Wow. And all you do is fool around on your phone.
That's too
Talk
long.
about living on easy street.
For
screw you.
Hey,
like 4
not
hours.
My fault they don't loop you into the good jobs. Bet those only go to the A rank guys. You must be
kind of okay.
F minus?
But I think 3 hours.
Did you just say?
Oh, did I offend you?
Sorry.
Yes, some gangbangers are softies.
I'll show you who's soft, asshole.
Sorry. Getting split up from my buddy does make me kind of an asshole. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll see if that is the case. Oh, I can't go upstairs. Okay. How do I get access? Oh.
What the? Uh-huh. Hey.
Oh.
Suspicious.
Oh, what is that? Walk through here without getting keep an eye out for I don't know. Oh, for things to climb on, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I see. I don't know.
Suspicious. Uh-huh.
Where locate? I can't reach it on my... Oh, anything I can use? Maybe this dollar? Not the bucket. Maybe that. Maybe this. Like really anything in this room.
Hey.
Oh, more crates.
Hey, where'd that new guy get taken to?
I heard Akutsu-san wanted to see him.
For real? Was he taken to the VIP room then?
Sounds like it.
Even I've never gotten in there. What makes him such a big shot?
Okay. But how do I get over there? Ow, freaking arm. Itchy. So yeah, I really don't think that matters at all. That it's DLC like. The new God of War. It's like, I don't mind if a game's samey. It's like, yeah, sure that sucks, but whatever. But I don't like if a game takes a back step. Freaking, he's just chilling on the toilet. He couldn't shut the door. Because someone will walk in and see this guy easily if you don't freaking shut the door.
Ask you a question? What's inside the safe in the back room?
Who knows? All I do know is that it's locked. But I heard once you hit rank C, they tell you the passcode.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I think I might know the passcode, actually.
Huh? What do you mean?
I overheard some rank B dude talking over the phone. He said the safe opens with the numbers that represent RK.
Numbers that represent RK? You mean like the amount of members?
Maybe? I have no idea. But he did say that R is 18.
R is 18? I don't get it at all, man.
ask you a question?
But I heard.
I think I might know the pattern. I overheard set the safe
Numbers that
open, baby.
R is.
Too close.
Yeah, goddamn. So,
Sorry,
oh,
man.
from back here, goddamn. So, shoot. Now what?
Hey,
But
I think I might. I over set this.
numbers
baby.
are.
Yeah, they don't really do that anymore. Like if I press R1 and X, it doesn't skip. Anymore, really.
Hey, you there!
Yes? Can I help you?
You better stop fucking around. Didn't I ask you for another round?
Huh? Another round?
You forgot my order already? I want my bottle.
Yeah. I'll get right on that.
Wait a minute.
So it's one.
You know what? Fuck the bottle. How about you just mix me a cocktail?
But of course.
I don't know why I feel like stopping. Whoa, maybe it was just because I woke up at freaking, what, 7:30? So it's like I'm just a little worn out. Oh, what button is that? Oh, this is all custom. Okay, cool.
Here, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really understand the point too much on that. fucking
Time out.
Oh no. Shoot. Oh no, I can't go there at all.
Time out. Take a nap, bud. Whoa.
Oh.
Let go.
Like, there's a guy, must be like right there, but I don't see him for some reason.
Take a nap, bud.
Okay, I get caught here, so let's see who sees me.
That's a good boy.
I don't see anyone who sees me. Oh, he does. Okay, why did my camera do that? Okay, yeah, he does see me. I was, unsure. And he sees me super quick. Like, there's no fucking round. Okay. So now I know who sees me.
That's a good boy. Time out.
The only thing is I don't know which way it's facing at the time.
Too close.
It's like I had Link, if there was a cone that I could see, it's like, oh, don't go now. But I don't see a cone. I don't even see which way he's facing. He's so far away. Oh. No, I can't. I can't. So, what should I do then? Oh, I need a frickin' put a frickin' what is that? A party chat up anyways. I completely forgot to do that. 1 second. Oh, yeah, I completely. So, what does that mean? Do I have to? God damn, I stopped using the D-pad. It's so inaccurate. Should I do the brightness then? Does that help? Not really, actually.
Whoa.
That's the first time I ever saw that guy. God, I hate stealth. Just so bad at it. Like, I don't know why I'm so freaking bad at it, but I just am.
Timos.
Like, it's not even funny how bad I'm at freaking stealth. Will pure stealth.
Time out.
I keep forgetting to say that. Pure stealth I'm bad at. And what I mean by that is you can't get caught. If you get caught, you fail.
Take a nap, bud.
Like, I'm talking about that. That kind of stealth. bad at. I wish I had binoculars because I don't know which way he's facing. Like, I seriously don't know. Like, he's too far away and it's too dark. I think I'm gonna have a turn up my freaking TV because yeah, it's too dark. I can't see. And like, that is weird though, I'm not gonna lie. But I guess all games have these stupid oh wait, no, I have the frickin' thingy on half, don't I? We can stop using that. That just sucks. I turned it all the way up. Does that help? A little bit, but really not that much.
Time out.
Yeah, not that much. Yeah, he doesn't. I thought it would help more, a lot more, but it's like whatever. But yeah, that would be
That's
better.
A good boy.
Some kind of binoculars or something. Because yeah, I don't know. I don't know which god I was facing. This is really god freaking annoying. Because I don't know what to do. Like, yeah, I don't know what to do. Because I don't know which way he's facing, so I don't know when to go. So I don't know. It's like all I could think of is turning up the brightness. That's all I could think of. On the TV. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner, but I think I have to. Oops, that may be a little bit too much. I don't know why my TV's like that. It's either too much or not enough. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. Holy cow. Like, I don't know why there's these super dark sections. It's like, goddamn, so off. It's, to the point where you just have a freaking turn off the brightness just way too much. It's like, why do they do? Yeah, it's like, I have no idea why they do that.
Time out.
It's like obviously I can see him now, but freaking I'm basically blinded in the process. Oh my, I guess not. I guess not. Holy cow. That's so weird that you can't do that anymore. Like, you can't crouch. Oh, you can. Wait, I crouch and I don't know how to do it now. I'm pressing every button, you can't crouch.
Too close.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's there. Yeah, I'm so confused with this. So it's like, I don't want to go to a different, like a lower difficulty, but it's like, how the hell am I supposed to do this? Yeah, I don't know. I think you're supposed to be crouching, but the game freaked out and it's not letting you crouch. Because
take a nap, bud.
When you first come to this section, like you're crouching, but it's like you can't crouch anymore. Why? Yeah, that's so weird. Oh, why you can't? Like, I'm gonna see if there is another way to do this.
Time out.
Because it says go over there. Jesus Christ.
Nanda. What
the freaking hell was that?
That's a good boy.
Why was that so hard? because he literally did not.
I hate to say it, Akutsu. I'm in a price bracket you couldn't afford if you wanted to.
He literally did not give you
I'm not saying you need to call it quits on the detective gig you've got going, Kaito-san.
I don't know.
You can just give us a hand, help us out a bit when Arcane needs some real muscle on the field.
That a fucking joke? On what planet would I sign up for more busy work?
Yeah,
think you might want to tone it down there, big guy. I've got my boys in the room. Being talked to like this isn't a good look.
Why would you care how you look? You're a bunch of damn Yakuza. You and Soma are picking up the Tojo clan's scraps, yeah? Or do you have a real plan?
We'd have the manpower if we wanted to.
With all your washed-up Yakuza and punk-ass kids? I don't see it happening, man. What are you fucking thinking?
Exactly why we need more guys like you. Help me show this crew how the big boys roll. I need some authority on this to get it built the right way.
So you want me on as a drill sergeant for scumbags? Count me out.
Kamurocho's underground river of cash is still flowing, but there's no more Tojo clan upstream to collect it all. There's no more rules. We can run this town however the fuck we want. And once we've got ours, we can slip back into civilian lives to live it up clean as a whistle.
You want to be a civilian again? You're kidding.
Oh yeah. Want to have the cash to buy your favorite store, pop out a couple of kids and settle down with a family? Never would have been possible in the Yakuza life.
Well, why the fuck would you need me to do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
After you step into the shadow of the underworld, you never really escape from those chains. Don't sell me your bullshit like I'm one of your fucking brats.
That
sounds to me like your whole damn pitch just ran out of gas.
Kinda dumb.
Go out there and build your dream gang if you want. I don't give a shit. That said, if you keep bugging me about this shit, I'm gonna make sure you regret it. Keep your fucking distance from us.
I've done so many things.
Did you say us?
I turn up things.
Are you refusing to join up because you have a partner? Bring Yagami along for all I care.
Did you hear a word of what I just said?
I'd reconsider that stance if I were you. If you weren't coming along as a friend, then you're my enemy.
I don't take work from assholes.
Have it your way then. Hey, round up the boys.
Sir. Hey! Get off your asses!
Too late for that. I knew exactly how this little chat was gonna go down.
Son
of Yeah, well, I knew exactly where you'd be for a chat you weren't invited to.
Well, if you're done over there, shall we get back down to business?
I don't know this, yeah, these stealth
you don't know how to use that thing, you're gonna cut yourself, man.
Like, yeah, they're really bad.
You fuckers
I don't know
don't
why
know shit. This whole damn town belongs to the arcade now, you know.
Now the whole town belongs to you, huh? You fucking morons. You're gonna have to pry this town out of my hands!
A little better with that. With not being so annoying. But I'll just admit that this thing is better than because sure it has annoying sections, but like, they're really short. But I don't think that matters too much if there's a lot of annoying sections.
dragging your ass!
Right. Sorry, boss. Yo! Fuck them up, boys!
So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, to be honest though, I don't know if it's better having a lot of annoying sections, but them being really short, or having like only a few garbage sections, but having them be really long. Well, not really long, but longer. I don't know which is better. Honestly.
Hey, quit dragging your ass!
Right. Sorry, boss. Yo! Fuck them up, boys!
Yeah, that's super. It's better. I honestly would rather have no practice sections if I possibly could choose. Holy cow, why do I have so low health? Like, I honestly don't know where my health goes. It's like, I think, one of these guys has, like, a freaking weapon that I can hold it.
Quit dragging your ass!
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, boss.
Like this
Yo!
time,
Fuck them up, boys!
my health is running low, just use freaking because it's like, yeah, enough is enough. Yeah, think it's him. God damn it.
Dumbass, you down already?
No, sir. Come on, let's fucking do this!
Okay. Where? Oh. Oh my. I think whatever this be. Oh, I don't have another. There we go, finally.
Now I understand why you wanted Kaito on your side.
Still got anything you want to say, Akutsu?
I can appreciate your perspective on this, Kaito.
In that case, you better leave us the hell alone.
Yeah.
Honestly,
we can do that.
Yeah,
we get it.
Whatever, who cares? If I put it on,
why are you here?
Who cares?
Aren't you busy?
Just checking in. You made quite a mess here.
Yeah, because it's on normal. And who cares if I put it on easy or simple?
Meet Soma. He's the leader of the arcade.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
You keep saying we, but I don't think you know what's going on. You just gonna waltz in here and bark orders?
Kaito-san turned down your offer, didn't he?
For some odd
and
reason.
The other guy is Yagami from his own detective agency. Before that, he was an accomplished lawyer. Now he's with Kaito-san independently.
It's my job to be running HQ, though. You shouldn't roll up unannounced.
I'm supposed to leave you to your own devices? I do have to check in, at least to show my face.
Got a cold?
It's a dust allergy, actually. Tough thing to live with. And I used to catch hell for it in the Yakuza. Quit that infernal sniffling, they'd say.
Yeah, that couldn't have been easy, man. I bet they would beat the shit out of you if you didn't blow your nose.
You know it. I do wish we'd had the time to work together, Kaito-san. You as well, Yagami-san.
Yeah, and this is
it may feel like we're a small-time outfit in the media term.
5, and it's like I'm having trouble here.
We'll show you.
Like, what the
But in the
hell?
meantime, we'll leave the two of you be. Does that work?
Finally, some sense. Best of luck with the growth. As the leader here, you need brains and brawn.
Something else?
Your gang was out there searching for some guy in a picture. Oh. How'd that hunt end up turning out? He was some kind of girls' bar manager, wasn't he? It sounded like he'd disappeared from Kamurocho more than a few years back. You have any luck tracking him down?
Ah, we actually found that he's unfortunately dead. Likely murdered. Considering Kamurocho's reputation and the nature of his profession, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Got it. I guess I was just
I don't know why he's
always happy to oblige a detective.
Handkerchief up to his nose. But yeah, it's like I'm not running low on money at all, so who cares if you have to buy
I guess we shouldn't have taken RK so lightly, even though they're new to the scene.
Yeah. Supposedly Selma's the one who spearheaded the campaign to scoop up all the ex-Tojo. Turns out he's teaching the next generation of thugs about protection money, loan sharking, mugging. He's like an unemployment agency for shitheads. They've got 50 full-time bodies so far, but if you include part-timers and other associates, they may be well over 2,000 strong.
Yeah, because
that's a lot.
Even
half that's
they don't really do
the Yakuza left behind a gaping power vacuum in this town. Even if it wasn't RK, someone else would have swooped in. So much for peace and quiet in Kamurocho, huh?
Saru-san's calling. Hello?
What I mean is,
sorry for the wait.
there's
I found our file on a harm victim.
Thing and I don't really
Mamiya-san,
do it.
right? Yui Mamiya?
Yes, she lives with her family in East Ikebukuro. I'm about to make a quick house call.
Awesome. Then I'll be right over.
Good. See you sooner than later, I hope.
I caught all that. You go on ahead, Doc. This one's outside my area of expertise.
Okay. I'll head back to the office when I'm done.
I more or less did that. Freaking street class meeting or whatever. Oh God, just piss this off the freaking reality.
Really, guys? Starving. Pretty tasty, thanks.
ありがとうございました。
Yeah, honestly, that was stupid part, but I try to forget it. That's all I can say. Try to forget it. Oh, really? You skateboard? Oh, there's a GoPro. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, these streets are a lot more narrow, so it's hard to do that.
Oh, perfect timing, Yagami-san.
Yeah, they were.
And here I was about to go without you. Are you ready to visit Mamiya-san?
GTA wouldn't do a thing in Japan because the streets are too narrow. And freaking.
Well, the best we can hope for is that she'll hear us out.
And a lot of thing for Yakuza, I mean for GTA is freaking a lot of freaking politics, what's going on
we're speaking to a victim here, Yagami-san. One whose assailant we defended in court. If we had tried to make an appointment, she probably would have declined outright.
Like,
not sure showing up unannounced is much better.
Like,
so let's just hope she's willing to talk.
In Japan, they just...
Yes, there's no way around it. It's a risk we had to take.
Don't know what's going on. And
well,
like,
here goes nothing.
Whatever, they don't know how to frickin' put a story together.
I'm Shirasaki from the Genda Law Office, the attorney for Mr. Akihiro Ehara. You may remember me from the hearings.
Why are you here? Don't you know it's rude to show up at someone's door uninvited?
I understand, but we have a pressing matter that directly concerns you. If we could do this another way, we would. I apologize for any inconvenience.
But still good.
I'm sorry.
Like,
the trial's over
I don't
and
know.
done with.
I think it was kind
I can legally turn you away.
You're right, but I'm only asking a moment of your time.
GTA
Please,
or
would you mind?
would never make a GTA in China or Japan.
I don't have time for this.
It's
I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Wait, before you do that.
Know about
sorry to butt in. I'm Yagami, a detective helping Saori here out.
Like,
and?
Yeah.
Mamiya-san, scratch that. Yui. You have a charming voice, you know that?
I'm sorry, what?
See? You did it again. The way you talk, it's like satin and velvet. Any chance I could hear you say a few other things?
Do you know how tempted I am to slam the door in your face right now?
Oh, don't do that. Sorry. That was a terrible strategy. Please, miss. Are you aware of the trending video that's leading people to believe Ehara committed murder? Thing is, the victim was confirmed to be alive in Yokohama until the morning of your own incident. And since Ehara was on the train with you, they're ruling him out as a murder suspect.
So, what is it you're getting at?
Just trying to ensure you're in the clear from any of that unfortunate business. If we could do this now, we'd never bother you again. All we need is 10 minutes of your time.
How absurd.
We're only trying to help, but if later would work better for you, we could always come back another time. With our supervisor, of course. That visit would probably be more formal. There'd be paperwork, audio tapes, you know the drill. You'll want to clear your schedule.
I really don't have time for any of that.
Yeah,
I understand,
don't think
and it's entirely our fault. We thought we'd do this casually, but we really should have been more by the book.
It's like,
but it is a murder case, so we do have to make sure our paperwork is in order here. Now, would you prefer to schedule a date to accommodate a more formal interview?
They see Yakuza is holding that.
You said 10 minutes if we do it now, right?
We'll make it as painless as possible.
Down, so
all
it's
right.
like,
hold on.
Yeah,
we really do
hard
appreciate
to break into.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm also not sure I should trust a word you say ever again.
Really?
Town Wars
I did get us in the door, didn't I?
Well,
I'm
that's
joking.
more or less
I do appreciate
it
the
was
help.
on the PSP.
Now let's not screw this up. This is likely the only conversation we'll have with Mamiya-san.
But at the time, the PSP was good.
Hello.
I just think
Hi there.
if it was on the PS3,
Again, we apologize for the intrusion.
Let's just get this over with already.
Okay, bye-bye.
We'll make this quick.
Does he shut the door? Oh, he does.
Suspicious. What the?
The hell is he doing?
Suspicious. What the?
Yeah, I wish I would have known that.
Suspicious.
Before. Look, I have a big TV.
What the?
Oh.
Suspicious. Uh-huh.
And are you burning the house down?
What the?
Oh.
Hey. Suspicious. What the? Uh-huh.
The room belonged to... What? This is scoped into the place before I talk to her. For now... I could push. Seriously messing up her stuff.
Suspicious.
Okay, that's enough, I think.
So, talk. I've already told the police and the court everything they could want to know about that morning.
I'm sorry to put you through this again, but would you mind going over those details with us?
What else is left to discuss?
I understand how pressured you might feel.
I've gone over this so many times. I wonder if pressing charges was even worth it.
No. What you did was both brave and inspirational. Many victims are afraid to come forward for any number of reasons. Your voice might give them courage to find their own.
Ironic. Hearing this from that predator's defense team.
Well, perhaps.
Would you mind walking us through that day from the beginning?
It's nothing so mysterious. I was just on my way to work when some man grabbed my butt. That's all it was.
Nothing else was out of the ordinary that day?
Correct.
Not to pry, but where is your husband today?
Still at work? He usually doesn't get home until later. On that note, I have to feed my son, so let's get this wrapped up soon.
We'll try our best to. Moving along. On that day, you and Ahara-san boarded the train bound for Ikebukuro, correct? Had you ever seen the man before then?
No. At least not that I can recall. How many times must I go over this? The lawyer friend here already knows everything I have to say. What do you gain by getting me to repeat things?
That's the thing. Yagami-san here is a specialist. He can take whatever you repeat, analyze it, and draw up an entirely new conclusion. Right?
Of course. That's exactly why I'm here.
It's cold. Why am I cold?
In the security footage, as you stepped onto the train, it looks like Ihara-san stepped right behind you. Were you aware of his presence at this point?
I was. It felt like someone kept pushing up against me with no sense of personal boundaries. I remember second-guessing myself at the time, thinking it was normal for the train to be that packed.
They say that's just...
Then the train took off while you were stuck in that situation.
My mom does,
yes.
But
and then I felt the back of his hand against me.
It
kept getting worse from there, to the point where he went under my skirt. And the pig had the nerve to write it off as an accidental brush on a crowded train.
So of course,
but that kind of touch wasn't accidental. He even grabbed at me.
Truly awful. And I do sympathize. I've also had to turn in an abuser like that. Personally speaking, some men can't wait to debase themselves at the first opportunity.
Why would you say that and look at me?
I just stood there, frozen. I couldn't see who was touching me. I had no idea what to do. I wanted to scream. But what if he just played it off?
Yeah,
so I decided I would bear it till the next station.
Are you okay, Mommy?
I'm fine, sweetie. We're just having a bit of grown-up talk. Are you hungry?
Uh-huh.
Then go read your book and wait over there for Mommy. We're almost done.
You said the abuse lasted the entire 6 minutes between Ikebukuro and Shinjuku Station. Did you see the groper's face at any time during that span?
No. I was too terrified to look. And I thought, even if I did, he'd just pull away and escape. But just as the train was pulling into Shinjuku, I reached back and grabbed the hand on me. That's when I saw his face. Of course, he shook me off as the doors opened, but I'd already gotten a clear look at him. He must have known I could turn him in at that point. So he ran, and I chased after.
Right. That was captured by the station's security cameras.
Great job tailing him in such a crowded space. On that note, did you ever happen to lose sight of Ihara-san while running?
His cat was pretty easy to spot, and no one else was bolting off the platform like that, so I never lost sight of him. At that point, I could feel my voice returning, so I just screamed. That man grabbed me!
I'm glad there were good Samaritans nearby.
For sure. And there were a lot of smartphones out, so I figured there was no way for him to get away with it. I was so relieved.
I see. I think I've got the gist of it. But now we've got a piece of evidence that contradicts what you told us.
What do you mean?
Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you mean. Did I say something odd?
No, Yagami-san is currently the odd one here.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that wasn't what I had in mind at all. If you'll allow me to rephrase. Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you mean. Did I say something odd?
No, Yagami-san is currently the odd one here.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that wasn't what I had in mind at all. If you'll allow me to rephrase. Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you mean. Did I say something odd?
No, Yagami-san is currently the odd one here.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that wasn't what I had in mind at all. If you'll allow me to rephrase. This is Ahara's transit car.
Yes, and what about it?
It recorded the time Ahara passed through the ticket gate on the day of the incident. That was 7:43 a.m. on the morning of October 7th. However, the train you and Ahara boarded was the 9:06 departure, which means Ahara hung around on the platform for nearly an hour and a half after passing through the gate.
That has nothing to do with me.
How exactly does that contradict what Mamiya-san said earlier?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that wasn't what I had in mind at all. If you'll allow me to rephrase. Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you mean. Did I say something odd?
No, Yagami-san is currently the odd one here.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that wasn't what I had in mind at all.
How many?
If you'll allow me to rephrase.
Show you, lady.
Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you mean.
God damn.
Did I know?
Oh, if you'll allow me to... Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you
know.
Oh, if you'll allow...
Jeez, the very last freaking thing.
Well, on the same day, at 6:30 a.m. in Yokohama, a student teacher named Hiro Mikoshiba was sent off to work by his mother. But he was soon abducted near his home, only to be found dead much later in Ijincho.
Is that...
According to the video, the Ahara-san here is the murderer.
What?
He killed Mikoshiba in cold blood to get vengeance for his bullied son. His kid was about to graduate high school, but instead, he took his own life. So Ahara took it upon himself to punish his son's tormentor.
That's awful.
But now we come back to the issue here. If this footage is authentic, then Ahara-san couldn't have been your assailant. The victim's estimated time of death and Ahara-san's time of arrival in Tokyo simply don't allow for it. It's just not possible for someone to make that commute. But there's the flip side. If Ahara-san was in fact your assailant, it would mean this murder footage is a fabrication.
I don't know what you expect me to say after all this.
Right? Now you know how we're feeling. That's why we came to see if you had any leads for us.
So that's what this is about.
After hearing your story, I have no doubt you endured a lot that day. Which would obviously mean that murder video was faked.
Then, who shared that video? And why?
Wish I knew. Based on the quality, something this convincing would need quite a budget. Whether it's CG on top of real murder footage, or just a rock-solid AI creation, no way it was cheap. So why go through all this effort to fake a murder? Who would benefit from it? But I have to say, I feel much closer to piecing this puzzle together with your help today. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes, and rest assured, this will be the last time you see us. Our apologies for the unexpected visit, and for dredging up unpleasant memories.
It's fine. So long as this is really the end of it all.
So, do we go back to Juku now?
I'd like to report Mamiya-san's account to the rest of the team. Can I count on you to be there?
Sure. Let me give Kaito-san a heads up.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Yo, me.
Hey, I just got back to Kamurocho. Everything good? Any news?
All good here, man. What's with you? You worried Arcade got to me or something?
I mean, they did run their mouths about stabbing us in the back. But if you're good, I'm good. Anyway, I'm heading to Genda so Sari-san and I can go over what we learned from Mamiya.
You're the boss. As for me, I'm calling it a day.
You do that.
I thought you're wrong. If I can say police, it's your fault.
Are we ready, Yagami-san? Let's start with our visit to Mamiya-san, if that sounds reasonable to you.
What?
Yep, give me just a sec.
Sure. Do what you need to do.
I want to say because...
Are we ready, Yagami? Let's start with it.
Yeah, let's start there.
So, the victim's story is completely in line with her court testimony, huh?
That's correct. There wasn't anything new to pick up.
Unfortunately.
In which case, should we look into the murder video instead? Like, figure out how they made it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Whether that tape's fake or real, someone had to put it online, right? Do we have any theories on who that might be?
Kinda weird.
Well, the footage showed enough of the surroundings to make the crime scene clear. As somebody who's been there, I can confirm that the blood splotches match what you see in the footage. Which means... the murderer's accomplices have to be the ones who posted it for him.
Yeah, I can't see it any other way.
I also agree with Yagami-san.
But in that case, what would their motive be?
Maybe they wanted to make a mockery of the police, or even the whole system.
Huh?
We know Ihara got himself convicted for groping, so he'd have an alibi for Mikoshiba's killing. But then, his conspirators turned it around by uploading the murder video online.
Yeah,
almost as if to say, look how he got away with it.
I see. Yeah, that does make it sound like he's taunting them.
That's well and good, but I'd like to shift gears.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the actual fabrication of the video. How does one go about that?
Well, for example, the true culprit would be taped murdering Mikoshiba. Then Ihara's face would be copied and blended onto the killers. That's how they'd approach it in a Hollywood movie.
But then, wouldn't you be able to see traces of it being faked?
Tsukumo-san reported that he's found nothing of the sort in his analysis.
We've been down this road before. If we take the stance that the footage is fabricated, we have absolutely nothing to work with.
Then let's tackle this from the stance that the video's actually real.
Yeah, I don't
If that's the case, there has to be a flaw in the groping issue. I think we've collected enough evidence to find it too.
So, what does this do for us?
One problem.
Once Ihara entered the Ikebukuro gates at 7:43 a.m. and stepped onto the platform, he was continuously monitored on camera. But if he really killed Mikoshiba at 7:30 like we saw, there's no way he could have reached Ikebukuro in time. That would mean the person in the footage isn't Ihara, but an impersonator.
Well, yeah, now
so that's not really him?
Yeah. He's got the sunglasses and hat to help sell the disguise.
Like, it's...
Wait, if that's the case, after murdering Mikoshiba, wouldn't Ihara have to swap places with the stand-in sometime before being detained? But we didn't see any opportunity for that. Multiple cameras saw Ihara move right up to Mamiya-san as they board the train in Ikebukuro. and the onboard camera recorded them for the entire commute. Not only was the act caught on tape, but his failed escape from the scene was recorded as well. Ultimately, Ahara was pinned down before leaving Mamiya-san's sight, so she had an eye on him the whole time.
Right. So the current belief is that Ihara was caught on camera the entire time he was at the station.
But wait, that's not entirely accurate, is it?
Huh?
Oh, yes.
Take a look at this.
I'm not sure why you're showing us this. There's not a moment when Ahara's off camera. Sad as it may be, such a major transit hub is bound to have tons of surveillance nowadays.
Yeah. You nailed the exact point I wanted to make here.
Which was...
What are your thoughts on this video?
I mean, other than it being extremely unsettling, I'm honestly a bit confused as to why you're bringing it up now.
Yeah, it is confusing, isn't it? If that's your first reaction, let me try another angle. Remember how we mocked up a diagram of the Shinjuku Station platform?
Yeah. Oh, wait! That's it! You could be onto something. There's a point where Ahara wasn't on camera at all.
What is this point you speak of?
Let's all go over the diagram so that everything will be clear. Here's what I want you to see.
Okay.
Suspicious.
Oh,
what the?
I didn't know I was controlling this.
It's very brief, but there's a moment where Ihara and Mamiya-san can't be seen by the security cameras. The dotted lines on the arrow represent the camera's blind spot.
It does appear so. So you're saying this is where the groper, the fake Ihara, traded places with the real one?
Can't say it's impossible, right?
Right. Except if that actually happened, Mamiya-san would have been right behind them at the time. Could the two really swap places without her noticing?
In a crowd like that, I think it's feasible.
If that really was Ihara's plan, then I'd say he was being careless.
Careless? How?
Well, on the day of the incident, the station was packed for morning rush hour. That means there was no solid guarantee the assailant could make the switch. He could have been nailed by any random passerby before reaching the blind spot.
Good point. Not only that, if Mamiya-san had called for help while the train was still moving, then the first Ihara would have been caught before even reaching the platform.
Oh, I mean, yeah! Called it.
Think about it, Yagami-san. Why would Ihara's accomplices meticulously plan out every last detail of this alibi, only to leave such a crucial component to chance, as Hoshino-kun pointed out?
Oh, just doing my job.
True. Good work, Hoshino-kun. In fact, I think that may back up my own take on it.
Yeah?
What if everything, including the appearance of leaving the plan to chance, was part of the plan?
Can you expound on that?
I'm saying I agree that such an airtight alibi wouldn't have allowed for contingencies. And that takes the question to another level. Just how far did they line up the pieces in advance to make the swap work?
Yeah,
Are you saying there's more to it than we discussed? What did we miss?
Doing, to be perfectly honest. Like I thought it was, but
Mikoshiba was actually murdered in Kamurocho. The place used in the murder footage, maybe it was dressed up to look like the vacant building in Ijincho. That way, the murder could have taken place less than 13 minutes from Ikebukuro.
I don't mean to shoot you down, but I just don't think that's feasible.
So, no?
If you want a yes or no answer, it's a no.
Was that all? You made it sound like you had this whole thing figured out.
No, hang on. Something just hit me. Ihara secured his alibi for the murder by swapping with a stand-in at the Shinjuku Station blind spot. For them to be able to pull that off, a certain possibility comes to mind.
Right, so what exactly would that be?
So it's like,
Hiro Mikoshiba has to still be alive, meaning the body found in Ijincho is someone else's.
Well, Kanagawa PD already determined that the body belonged to Hiro Mikoshiba. The body had been decomposing for 2 months, but they were still able to match his prints and dental records.
Of course.
Was that all? You made it sound like you had this whole thing figured out.
No, hang on. Something just hit me. Ihara secured his alibi for the murder by swapping with a stand-in at the Shinjuku Station blind spot. For them to be able to pull that off, a certain possibility comes to mind.
Right, so what exactly would that be?
I know this won't go over well, but what if Mamiya was colluding with Ihara all along?
10 hours.
Bear with me. Let's say Mamiya was in on this, and knew about the imposter in advance. If that's the case, the swap could happen right in front of her, and no one but the 3 of them would know.
You're saying the victim of a groping conspired with her assailant beforehand? That's ridiculous.
Extra than completionist, I don't know.
Let me just say, I'm only trying to work out how a swap like that would be guaranteed to work. Now, if Ihara and his stand-in both know that Mamiya will pretend not to have seen them, they can trade places in the blind spot with impunity. Conversely, if Mamiya wasn't in on the plan, the idea of a swap would never work. We can say with certainty that she would have seen the swap, so... She could have even called attention to the real Ihara the moment he stepped in. That way, the people around her would be focused on chasing the correct assailant. The rest is as we know it. They caught Ihara and detained him until the police showed up.
Hold that thought. If your theory is accurate, what about Ihara's trace evidence? Remember that fibers of the victim's underwear were detected on his hand.
Well, that can also be explained by Mamiya being in on the plan. For example, while the stand-in was showing himself at the security cameras, Mamiya could have easily provided Ihara access to a pair of underwear at the same time. Maybe the stand-in loitered around for so long because he was letting everyone else get themselves in place.
It's not impossible.
We can work out the other details later. But the point is, Ihara's murder alibi is shot if Mamiya was involved. In summary, it's possible Ihara disgraced himself to secure an unshakable alibi for Mikoshiba's murder.
I'll concede that it's an avenue worth pursuing.
And when it comes to the prosecution, they can't just admit they got the first case so wrong. Plus, they can't question Ihara about Mikoshiba's murder. In fact, their only option is to claim the tape was faked.
So he managed to make a farce out of the system after all.
Well, his court case for his son's bullying did get more or less thrown out, didn't it? The school, the investigative committee, and the court all agreed there wasn't enough evidence to convict anyone. No surprise for me that the guy held a grudge against the system for so long.
Hold on. Before we all decide on this.
What's up?
The obvious question to me is why would Mamiya be party to such a crime? She appears more than financially stable, and she's even raising a child. So why would she do something so enormously risky as helping establish a murder alibi?
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. But maybe she was promised something that far exceeds the risk. Or maybe Ihara has some kind of dirt on her even?
Enough to make her help with a murder? What sort of secret would be big enough to force someone into that corner?
What info do we have on Mamiya anyway?
Yeah.
Maybe we can spot a connection to Ihara through her profile.
I'll pull her information. Just a second.
Oh. I just thought of something else those two would have guaranteed by working together.
Yeah.
What's that?
If Ihara wanted to use this crime as a murder alibi, he needed it to blow up into the public eye. But if he had chosen a victim who stayed silent, then nothing would have come of it. The solid plan would need to eliminate that variable, which means Mamiya being an accomplice was crucial to Ohara's success.
That's true.
Looks like Ohara pulled one over on the prosecution then. Had his accomplices right where he wanted them, even his victim. Once we learn how he's connected to Mamiya, we can root out the rest of his team.
Let's see. According to her file, her maiden name is Yui Suzuki. 30 years old, so that's consistent.
I think that's why.
Originally from Ota, Tokyo. Attended a private high school called Kurakawa Academy. Later graduated from Toto University. Met her husband on the job, apparently. Her husband, Taichi Mamiya, is an industrial designer at Techno Zeta Inc. 6 years ago, she gave birth to their only son, Sotakun, who's now in first grade.
Hold on. You said she went to Kurakawa Academy? I heard that name in Ijincho. If I recall correctly... Didn't I just go there to investigate a bullying? Or am I losing it?
That Seiryō High you went to?
That's what it was. Why did I think they sound similar? That's not where Tsukumo went, was it? Before, you know, closing himself off to the world?
Nah, Tsukumo-san studied remotely. He told me that when we were out having drinks one night.
Wait. Tsukumo went out drinking with you?
Yeah, we had fun.
What did you guys even talk about?
Hey, why am I getting grilled all of a sudden?
I agree. This is nowhere near relevant. Yagami-san, what were you saying about Kurakawa Academy?
Oh, right. When I went to scope out the murder scene, there were these 3 guys watching the detectives and me. They told us they were just checking things out. They mentioned they're Kurakawa grads too.
You have any ID on you?
Will my license work?
Kake-san, age 30.
The other 2 were...
Akaike-san, age 30. Mommy is 30 as well.
What's that got to do with anything? Aren't we trying to find a connection between Mamiya and Ohara?
I found the Kurakawa Academy website. Looks like they're pretty prestigious. It's in Tokyo, specifically in Ota. Pretty close to where Mamiya lived.
Process of elimination.
What?
The girls there get such cute uniforms.
You little... You want to start all over from the bar exam?
Wait, I've seen that uniform before too, actually.
Where?
On an old picture of a teacher at Seiryō High, Sawa-sensei. Ohara's son had confided in her. Is she actually a Kurakawa grad too? I don't know Sawa-sensei's exact age, but she could well be 30. Maybe all of them are even classmates.
Could this mean they're actually linked? The victim and her up-to-now unrelated assailant?
It's a tenuous link at best. Could fall apart any time. But no true detective alive would pass it up.
What is this? Really?
A previously unseen link is established between the groper and the victim. Charting out their relationship is akin to tracing a spider's web. But with each false thread ruled out, only the improbable truth remains. Ohara orchestrated the groping as a diversion.
Well,
and by tarnishing his name, he secures both an alibi and his ultimate revenge.
Did a bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff being a bunch of side quests.
Akihiro Mikoshiba's murder was sparked by the bullying of Toshiro Ihara, who committed suicide 4 years ago. The graphic video that hit the net showed the world how Toshiro's father, Akihiro Ihara, had brutally avenged his son. We also know the father had accomplices. On October 7th at 6:30 a.m., they forced Mikoshiba into a vehicle, took him to an abandoned building, and gravely injured him. Then, around 7:30 a.m., the time frame when Ihara killed Mikoshiba, the other conspirators were probably nearby, even though they weren't on camera.
At the same time, 30 kilometers away at Ikebukuro Station, a man who looks like Ihara is caught on camera. We'll call that guy the stand-in. The stand-in made sure he was in front of the cameras for more than an hour before boarding the 9:06 a.m. train, the same one Yui Mamiya was on. After committing sexual battery on that train, he meets the real Ihara in the camera's blind spot, and they change places. That's how he established a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. And to achieve this, the victim, Yui Mamiya, had to have been in on it from the start.
Sure are a lot of people getting their hands dirty for Ihara. Mamiya, Ihara stand-in on the train, the guys who kidnapped Mikoshiba. How did some troubled cop manage to recruit so many allies?
Well, one person that comes to mind who might be the key to all this is Yoko Sawa. She's a teacher at Seiryo High. She was the only adult Toshiro-kun ever told about the bullying, and she supervised Mikoshiba as a teacher before he disappeared. On top of that, she's a Kurokawa Academy graduate, same as Mamiya. Those trespassers at the murder scene were also from Kurokawa. Since they're all about the same age, it's possible they were all classmates.
So you're saying these classmates are also Ihara's murder accomplices?
If we consider Yoko Sawa the central link, that's very possible. We do know that as a teacher, she felt deep remorse for Toshiro-kun's suicide. Maybe she recruited her old classmates to help Ihara take his revenge.
I wonder how big
that's not to rule that out. I'm hoping that's not the case.
Why is that?
How big?
It's just, she's a really good teacher. She's passionate, responsible. She's always putting the students first. I know she regrets the past, that a student died on her watch. And now another of her students, Mikoshiba, is found murdered. So if it turns out she's involved in that, I doubt I'll be able to trust my own judge of character ever again.
To be honest, because I know how big that is on this.
I'm going back to Ejincho tomorrow. The plan is to bring up Mamiya's name to Sawa-sensei and see how she reacts. Until then, let's not jump to conclusions about her involvement.
All right.
Can I chime in real quick? I was looking into Kurokawa Academy and I stumbled across something that may be relevant.
What's that?
Well, it happened 13 years ago, but there was an attempted suicide. A third year jumped off the school's roof after being thoroughly humiliated.
Actually, Sawa-sensei mentioned that. She said it was a boy in her class.
Right, that's gotta be the same case then. The student's name was Mitsuru Kusamoto. He's 30 now, but still in a coma.
Oh, shoot.
And all that info's on the net?
It wouldn't be normally, but his mother happens to be Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. Ever heard the name Reiko Kusamoto?
Not once.
I have. It was on the news. They were talking about her and her son.
My other external.
Well, do you remember the uproar in the health ministry when Vice Minister Ichinose got arrested? Apparently, his successor couldn't contain the resulting chaos, which is when Kusamoto-san got tapped to lead. They couldn't afford another criminal scandal, so her promotion was out of the blue. She was a safe choice, a veteran with tenure and experience. Not to mention, her son's tragedy made people see her as a more sympathetic figure. Very popular. She's kind of a new generation heroine, so to speak.
Huh.
Is any of that relevant to the case at hand, though?
Who knows? But Reiko Kusamoto and Ahara both have children who were bullying victims. I don't think that's a connection we can afford to overlook, if you ask me.
Okay, so Kusamoto's son. What exactly happened to him?
It's not that I don't like this.
He was bullied by a fellow third year at his school, Shinya Kawai. The records say he harassed Mitsuru-kun every day, in and out of school. Well, one time he even stuffed dirty rags in his mouth.
That's so cruel.
Yeah, and the teacher was a real piece of work. Apparently he knew, but he just smirked and said, "Don't overdo it."
Oh, I remember now. The media pounced on that one hard.
If they were classmates, then both Sawa-sensei and Mamiya would know about this.
And maybe because they couldn't save Mitsuru-kun, their guilt left them open to Ahara's persuasion.
But to prove that, we'll have to hear from them directly. I'll talk to Sawa-sensei first thing tomorrow.
That'd be helpful. In the meantime, I'll be working on Ahara's appeal. It's clear they missed something important in the trial, since Ahara is apparently innocent of sexual battery. Being that he was out committing murder at the time.
What started as a simple harassment case sure has blown up big.
Oh, finally they're done. Jesus, I'm gonna end there though. I just get out of here. Get out of here. My ear is just sick. No, I'll end it before I scratch. I'll just say, and I'll just press the share button and Eon. We'll say this, then say again, just in case. And then press the share button and because I don't really feel like doing much because God and I'm not tired. So I just stop, press the share button. And there we go.